What would happen if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning just for 1 second? Seems harmless, right? Just a second. But in the world of physics, a second can be forever. Let's imagine it. 1 second of silence. 1 second of stillness. 1 second that changes the planet forever. Right now, as you're watching this, you're spinning, not just in your chair, but on Earth itself, at about 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator. That's faster than the speed of sound. If Earth were to suddenly stop spinning, that velocity wouldn't just vanish. You, along with everything not bolted deep into the crust, would keep moving at that same speed. Skyscrapers would crumble. Oceans would leap from their basins. The atmosphere, still rotating, would unleash winds faster than any hurricane in history. It would feel like Earth had been struck by an invisible god. Think of it like this. You're in a speeding car, and it slams into a wall. The car stops. You don't. On land, entire cities would be ripped from the ground, hurtling eastward. The inertial force would be most extreme at the equator, where Earth spins the fastest. But the oceans, they wouldn't be kind. Entire coastlines would be obliterated as tsunami-like walls of water tore across continents. Picture waves not 10 feet tall, but hundreds, driven by nothing more than Earth's broken rhythm. The air itself would shear across the surface. Imagine winds at over 1,000 kilometers per hour, turning debris into bullets. Trees, homes, people, all swept away in a storm the planet has never known. Satellites and spacecraft, many of which rely on Earth's rotation for stability and trajectory, would go haywire. GPS systems would collapse. Communications would vanish. Cities would fall silent. But it wouldn't stop there. The Earth's crust is not a single solid shell. It floats on a sea of molten rock. Sudden deceleration would disrupt this balance, triggering earthquakes on a global scale. Volcanoes would erupt. The grinding of tectonic plates, usually slow and methodical, would become violent and unpredictable. Earth's magnetic field, powered by the motion of molten metals in the core, could falter. If it shut down or even fluctuated wildly, we'd be left exposed to the full fury of cosmic radiation. Solar flares that once danced harmlessly above the atmosphere would instead strike the ground. Electronics would short-circuit. Power grids would fry. And the skies would come alive with auroras stretching from pole to pole. And if the planet didn't resume its spin, a day would stretch into a year, 6 months of burning sunlight, followed by 6 months of freezing night. The climate would collapse. Crops wouldn't survive. Deserts would spread. The oceans would steam and freeze, expand and retreat. Humanity would be forced to migrate constantly in search of habitable zones. Narrow twilight strips between eternal day and night. But here's where it gets even stranger. Right now, the Earth's rotation causes it to bulge at the equator, making it an oblate spheroid. If the spin stopped, gravity would pull this bulge inward, reshaping the planet into a more perfect sphere. As a result, water from the equator would rush toward the poles. Entire tropical regions would dry up and crack. Places like Canada or Siberia could become the new coastlines, while equatorial nations become barren wastelands. Even our concept of time would be shattered. No more 24-hour days. No more sunrises every morning. Our clocks, calendars, and cultures, all built around the steady spin of our planet, would need to be reinvented. Civilization would have to reorient itself, not just geographically, but existentially. So, what if Earth stopped spinning for just 1 second? It wouldn't just pause life. It would erase it. And yet, this terrifying thought reveals something profound. That we live on a delicate, rotating miracle. That every second, unnoticed, is actually a cosmic balancing act. And that the chaos hiding beneath that calm rotation is beautiful in its terror. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes the scariest things in the universe happen when nothing seems to be happening at all.